They love to collect beautiful pieces of art from around the world. Then they hired an auctioneer to sell some of their collection.
What happened next led them to Help Me Howard with Patrick Fraser.
When you open the door to the Gertler's home, there's a reason it resembles a museum.
Whenever we travel, we go to every museum that we can.
And as they traveled the world, Leona and Bob bought one or two pieces from each place to put in their home.
It's a clock within a clock, and it plays beautiful symphony music.
With Bob in his 90s and Leona in her 80s, they decided to start getting rid of some of their collection. Their children didn't want them.
I bought it in Hong Kong.
Then Leona saw this full-color ad in a newspaper from Elite Auctioneers. She called the owner. He came to their home.
He was very friendly.
They picked up 14 pieces to sell. Leona estimates they should have brought at least $15,000.
They were marble and bronze and malachite. They were nice.
That was in June. In August, the auctioneer said he sold 8 pieces and sent Leona this check for $3,000.
He got like pittance for certain things.
After that, the auctioneer, still holding 6 pieces of Leona's art, disappeared.
We did call him many times, but he never returned the call.
Leona went to his Palm Beach County shop.
And it was a walk-in store that was empty, closed.
Their 6 pieces of art are gone. It's not about the money, Leona says. It's the thought the art was taken from her.
And I could donate it to a charity, and I'd feel better than just throwing them away.
Well, legally, what rights do you have when you turn something over to an auctioneer, which is basically a consignment shop? Howard?
The only rights you have are what is in the contract. And in this case, there's nothing in the contract, meaning the auctioneer can sell those pieces for whatever he can get. However, he has to return the unsold pieces of art. If he doesn't, it's a crime. He could go to jail, and he could lose his license to operate.
The biggest problem, finding the art. The auctioneer, Chris Hayes, said he didn't know about Leona's art to call his wife. Tracy told us to come get the art, then quit communicating with us. We asked the Aventura police to get involved. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but that day Tracy Hayes said, "Come get the art." We went to a Palm Beach County house. It was in a storage shed out back.
It's this, and this.
We drove straight to Leona's to bring the 4 pieces back to her.
Wow, this is from Italy. You're like guardian angels.
2 pieces are still missing. The auctioneers told us they were sold and a check would be sent to Leona in late January.
They're beautiful carving. I mean, you wouldn't know that they're wood.
And Leona and Bob won't have this problem again. They have a better plan for the dozens, maybe hundreds of pieces of their art.
I have been giving out little things here and there if I know somebody likes it or would appreciate it. So when we're gone, they'll remember crazy Leona and Bob.
Leona, you're just a wonderful personality. Now, before you hire an auctioneer or a consignment shop, get all the details about things like minimum price and their commission in writing. And of course, a deadline for when they have to return your items if they can't sell them. Had a problem so long it feels like it should be in a museum? Tired of getting carved up? Contact us. There's an art to what we do. Just kidding. No one ever called us a masterpiece, but we try hard. With this Help Me Howard and Patrick Fraser, 7 News.